Hey everyone, it's Reena. So today I am in Bridgewater, New Jersey. This is day 4 and 5 of my trip. I didn't make a video yesterday. Yesterday I basically did about 7 different phone meetings, and then I composed in the morning, and today I kind of went out and did some stuff, which I'll tell you about in a second. Yeah, I also wanted to say that I'm really trying to shoot these videos completely as I am, so I don't, wear makeup or I don't do anything. It's just literally how I look at the end of the day, because I guess I just want to be real about whatever this life is. And to be super real with you, I have this, I've been wearing this sweater for so long that the sleeve has actually gotten completely ripped, and I just love this sweater so much that I'm like, I don't even care. So yeah, so that's my life. Anyway, so my high actually was today. I went to this middle school called William Annin Middle School in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and I worked with the students on a new piece of mine, and it was really, really amazing to watch these middle school kids play my work for the first time. I normally work with mostly professional ensembles, or at least like college level ensembles, and so it was really a rare treat for me to actually work on a piece of my music with students who are probably, 11, 12, 13 years old, many of whom are so talented, and to really see this piece come together. Because for me, if I'm not kind of making music at all levels, if I'm not kind of affecting students right where they're at that point where they're deciding what their relationship is to music, and whether they want it to be a career, whether they want it to be a passion, whether they even care about it at all, then I'm not really doing my job in like feeding people into our field who, and supporting the people who really want to be there. So that was so special. And I really hope I get to do more stuff like that in the future. And the other thing that was so amazing for me was that this is a particular area where there are a lot of Indian families, a lot of, East Asian and South Asian families. And so I cannot tell you, there were at least in each of the 7th and 8th grade orchestras, there were at least probably like 10 to 15 Indian girls between them. And, I was always alone. It was always, every single time I did anything in music, I was always the only Indian girl and usually the only Indian person. And so it was just really amazing to see that the numbers are starting to shift, and that all these amazing South Asian kids are starting to, pursue and study music at whatever level. So yeah, that made me really happy. So that was my high. My low was, oh my gosh, I realized, sometimes, and maybe other people do this too, where we're just like, we think, okay, like, I'll just do this thing in the summer, I'm gonna have all this time in the summer, blah, blah, blah. And for me, the summer just means that I'm not traveling. Like, it doesn't mean that, things are really different for me because I don't really teach at a school. I'm not, on a school schedule, but just generally, like, the travel stops for me over the summer, if I can help it. And so I just said I would do all these things over the summer, and I suddenly realized that I had scheduled it so that I have to write 6 commissions this summer, which, like, what was I even thinking? I don't even know. So the point is, like, I looked at it and it really can be done. Like, it's okay because some of them are actually very small, and there's one that's actually optional, but I do need to write it if I want to kind of get another project done at the right time. So we'll see how it all goes, but that's why I really try to maintain a really rigorous writing schedule wherever I am and whatever I'm doing. And also I will say that all these pieces are things that I've been dying to write that I'm really, really excited about. So it's just that the schedule is kind of weird. So anyway, that was a low when I realized that had happened. Something I'm glad I did, I'm really glad that I spent a little time with my kid cousins. Like I said to you before, they're people who I've seen them growing up, and because I live on the West Coast now, I don't get to spend a lot of time with them. And so, these days have been so packed with meetings, like hour after hour after hour. I'm seeing a different person every hour. It's either a student. I had some meetings with the Kennedy Center to, for the thing that's coming up. I've had some meetings just with, other potential people that I need to do work with, or, work with through my organization Shastra, or you know, this is that also that time when a lot of students have gotten into music schools and are asking me for advice about what they should do and to weigh their options. So I'm taking calls, you know, to kind of have meetings with them about that. And I just felt like it would be so easy to you know, completely shut people out, but I'm just so glad that I just spent some time laughing with my little cousin and, you know, just like doing silly things and having a good time, because that's one thing I really love about the very rare time I get to spend with family. So that's cool. And then something I regret is that, you know, I try to practice yoga and meditation every morning, and to be honest with you, you know, that sounds like, oh, I totally have my life together, and it's so far from that. Yoga is something I've been doing on and off for about 10 years, and I maintained a really, really solid practice for many years, and then when I did my doctorate at Yale, I actually I just kind of dropped the practice, and you know, just for many reasons, it was just very hard for me to continue. So I've been kind of struggling to get my practice back on track, but that's something that's been part of my life for a really long time. But then meditation has been really new for me, and I'm a very, very type A personality, so I feel like meditation is important for me, but I have never been able to establish a solid practice. But these last few weeks have been probably the longest time that I've ever meditated. And even obviously the idea to do this video series came from just having the presence of mind that meditation brings me. And even though it's not easy for me at all, like it's really super hard for me, I've noticed a difference in the quality of my attention, you know, almost immediately. And of course, like everyone notices that. It's not like I'm special in any way. But, you know, it's missing it yesterday really made me realize, you know, how important it is to maintain that practice, because I just felt like I wasn't able to concentrate yesterday the way that I have been on these other days. And actually, in a way, I guess that's maybe why I didn't make a video. It just didn't even occur to me. So in any case, that's something that I regret doing, but I did meditate and do yoga today, so I'm feeling a little better and more kind of in myself and in my own body. So that was today. I'll see you tomorrow.